Hey guys, what is going on? It's the Glue Man here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a guide on how to play Pit and Dark Pit. Before I get into the video, I just want to say I got a new outro posted in the last video. Listen to it at the end if you want to hear it, and if you like it, check the description for the SoundCloud creator. He does a great job of music. He made it for me, so if you like it, check it out. Also, there is also timestamps in the description, so if you want to see certain parts of the video, like abilities to basic attacks, check the description for timestamps as well. And finally, thank you all for who subscribed, almost at 50 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you want to see more guides and you're new, subscribe for more guides. We do more character guides as well. Put in the comments maybe what you want to see. And that being said, let's get into the video. So first, Dark Pit is a pretty cool character. I like him a lot actually, and Pit as well. They're basically the same thing. I'll get into the differences later. But they're really cool characters, but unfortunately they're just not high tier material. They are only in the mid tier. They're really not that special. They're an all-around character, and the problem is, why would you play an all-around character like Pit when you can play some other characters that are good at certain things, or play like Palutena, who's a really good all-around character, who's like top tier. So it's kind of like what's the point of playing Pit when you have other characters out there, but he's actually a lot of fun to play, and we'll get into that later, is why he's fun to play and why I actually really enjoy him. But first, we're going to get into his basic attacks, his jabs and stuff. So first you have his 3-hit attack. He does have a rapid jab as well, so the 3 attack does 9.6%, whereas the spam attack can do a ton of damage, up to like 28%. Now this move is actually pretty good. I use it pretty much all the time. People don't really fall out of it at high percents, I've noticed when I've been playing against people. But you can see there, it does almost like 18%. Yet obviously they'll fall out a certain percent and move out, but even if they do, you can still kind of keep it going, the jab part, and they'll get stuck in shield, and it's pretty safe. So if you do that, people can't really get around it, so you can kind of maybe back off, they get out of it. That being said, up next we're gonna have the side tilt. So side tilt does 8.4%. Close. Farther away, it does 12%, so it does have a tipper hitbox, as you want to say. It's very good for getting people off stage, knock it back. If they roll behind you, if he rolls behind me, just do that. That's pretty good. Then we have his dash attack. Dash attack is 13.2%. When you do it like that, it's pretty good. It's pretty fast. It is definitely not safe on shield, so don't charge somebody's shield. If you do this a few times, they're landing and hit them good, and if they start shielding it once, maybe next time dash up. Run at them if you're going to dash them, and then just grab them. That way you can mix it up a little bit instead of dashing, because it's not safe on shield. But it is a good knockaway tool and can kill at somebody really high percents. So up next is Pit's down tilt. Pit's down tilt is pretty good actually, does 7.2% about. You can actually go and combo it into other things. You can combo it into neutral special or to forward air. So you can down tilt forward air or down tilt neutral air. It's pretty good. Then we have his up tilt. His up tilt is kind of meh. You have to be pretty close to them. It doesn't hit from behind, but you have to be pretty close to him to hit him. So you won't even hit there. It does hit above platform, which is cool, but it won't kill. Like at 180%, it won't kill Marth at all. It barely knocks Marth pretty much the same height as there. So it's really not that great of a move. It does have an extended hitbox a little bit with his legs, but it's really don't use unless someone's above you. And if someone's above you, you can just up smash. So I would definitely stay away from up tilt. Well, that being said, they'll move into the smash attacks. Pit smash attacks are actually pretty good. They do like 18.4% there. It's a really good move. It comes out fast, like pretty fast for smash. Especially his up smash too. Up smash does 15.9%. Forward smash does like 18.4%. Just pretty decent for smash attacks. Coming out quickly, and then down smash does the least amount of damage, but it's one of the fastest down smashes in the game. So if you can kind of spam this move, and sometimes if somebody's kind of far away from you, you charge this, you kind of bait them, they'll run in after it, and you can just spam it again. It's like charge, they'll run in and hit it again like that, and you'll catch them off. Move does not really kill, down smash doesn't, but it's really good just to get people off you. Up smash kills pretty easily as well. Forward smash does kill easily at the edge, so it is a good move to spam. Don't spam it, but it's a good move to throw out, kind of in neutral. If you're spacing them out properly, throw it out maybe and get a quick hit, or if you're reading let your dodge or something like that. Now next we're going to do the aerials. So Pit's aerials are pretty good, as he can fly a lot. He has 3 jumps, like 1, 2, 3. Something to notice about his jumps is, as you can see, they kind of get less and less each time. They don't carry as high. The first one's pretty good, the second one's not as good, and the third one barely go anywhere. They're kind of good for hovering. So just know that after the first flap your wings, it's going to be less and less each time. More of like a hover. But that being said, his aerials are very good. So his neutral air can be comboed pretty well into stuff. You can even chain, like on the combo counter, actually count it as 2 hits. You can do it fast enough, but it's really kind of hard to do. But you can get it done. Like there, I hit it for 16 combos, so it does combo. And the thing is, at low percent, you can combo this probably into 2 chains of neutral air, then also maybe get the final forward air off it if you're fast enough for like a 3-hit combo strain. But the thing is that at like 25-ish%, people start falling out of the neutral air combo. You can still get neutral air, but then instead of going for another neutral air, you probably should just go for a forward air maybe. You can see there he went pretty far. You know, you might get a little forward air like that off, but try to stick to 2 neutral airs in a row, chaining them at like really low percents, and then doing the forward air at higher percents, like forward air, like, you know, down throw or down tilt into forward air, or just neutral air, then maybe a forward air off that. So that neutral air is pretty good for comboing. And then we'll get into now forward air. Like I said, is really good. And forward air is really good for killing off stage 2. You can kill Marth like 110% around here. Pretty good range. It has a good forward range like that. See how far it comes out. It's pretty good, like I said, for killing. Back air is, I actually love back air because it spaces really well. You can space it, short hop space it, like kind of pop them like that. One thing about back air is if Marth's at a higher percent, well, even a lower percent too, when you notice at a higher percent, if you hit him close to it, you see he pops up at that weird angle like this. But if you hit him at or if you space it properly, it flies way farther and it does more damage. So if you're trying to kill somebody, you know, I guess always do more damage. Try to space it out so you hit the tip or more like the back. Don't be like right next to him. If you're right next to him, like right in this range, if you hit him, it'll do that weird upward hitbox. It doesn't do much damage or knockback. Then that's a good move for killing an edge guarding. We'll get into that later. Then up tilt or up air is really good for juggling. It pops people up. It's multi-hit like all Pit's moves are. And it doesn't kill that easily, as you can see. He's 113 and Mark's kind of lighter. It doesn't kill him, but it is good for juggling. And then down air is just kind of spike, you know, does spike people. At higher percents, or not this high, I mean, guess this high too, but higher percents you can spike juggle. You can flap your wings like this and juggle them kind of with spikes. It's too high percent right now, but you can kind of get the idea where you just kind of keep hitting them like that at certain percents. It's kind of risky, you know, if you can get it off, you can run in, just run in, hit them like that, and then do it. It'll work. You can juggle them 2-3 times with it as long as you keep flapping your wings and timing it right like that. But it's a pretty good move for spiking and just kind of hitting people. It does, you know, 10-12%, so it's pretty good. Then finally, we're going to go to the grabs. So Pit's grabs are pretty decent. His forward throw, back throw, pretty much only use them for getting people off stage. Forward throw doing more damage to back throw. Pummel does around 1.5% standard. And then we're going to have his down throw, which does only 7.2%, but it actually combos into a crap ton of stuff. You can, like I said, combo into forward air. Okay, I missed that, my bad. Forward air. And then you can also combo back into, you know, neutral air, which low percent you can combo more. So keep that in mind as well. So down throw, if you're at low percents, even maybe 50%, you know, always be down throwing. It's good for comboing off stuff. So even here, you can still hit, jump higher, you can still hit people with it. So even like the 50% range, you can still combo with it. Once you get like more than 80% range, it gets harder. People can jump out of it, air dodge out of it easier. So keep that in mind. Then up throw is at high, really high percents. It's good to people in the air. The Pit's got flyers, good juggling and attacking in the air. So you down throw's bad, you know, just get them in the air and juggle them. It does also 13.2%, his most damaging throw, which is actually a lot. Pummel a few times the high percents and throw them. That could be like 20% throw, so it's pretty good. And there, up till actually killed. Not till up air actually killed. So next we're going to Pit specials. Pit specials are pretty good. I like all of them except for his down special. I like it somewhat, but it could be better. But we're going to get to his neutral special first, which is arrows. Arrows do 16.8% fully charged, and when they are not charged, it's 6.6, and it charges up even more. Charge it a little bit, and it almost doubles it right there pretty easily, like just slight charging. You can also aim it up into the sub behind you like that. Now what you can do is you can charge the arrow up and then flip it around like this, and people won't see it come in. You can just fire it, and it does fully charged damage, so which is pretty insane. They can flip around and just go pop like that and hit somebody. You know, if they're getting used to shooting arrows out of and charging it a lot, they might try to jump right before you fire it. Then you can just hold it, almost fire it, then flip it, and then shoot them, and it'll throw them off and they'll get hit. So pretty good. Also, I'll get into Pit's difference of Pit's sort of Dark Pit's moves, specials right after this. Pit does have varying damages and knockbacks, but the main thing is two of his specials, his arrows and his side special, are different in what they do a little bit. But besides that, they're pretty much the same character. But Dark Pit's arrows actually do more damage and they kill. So Marth right here, you can see, does a lot of knockback. If Marth's off the edge, like over here, like he was, hitting with a full charge arrow probably would kill him. So I've actually sniped people with it. It's pretty rewarding. So, and then next we have his side special. Kills pretty easily. 100% there. Marth's lighter, you know, but 100% killed him pretty easily. Since I'm at a horizontal angle pretty much, a little bit of vertical, but mainly horizontal. It's pretty good. It's 14.4%, which isn't super damaging, but it's still got a ton of knockback. It has super armor, so if Marth is, let's see if I can get him to side smash here. Going through. I can't do it, oh my gosh. There you go. So I went through it. I couldn't time it right. It went through it. I still took the damage by super armor through it. So a lot of his moves get super armor. Or the move super armors a lot, so it's definitely a good option for somebody's using like an Ike side B trying to recover, or using a move that they're kind of stuck in, or they're basically our smash attack, go side BM if they're at high percent to kill them. It's not safe on shield at all. It does like a lot of shield damage, but it's not safe on shield. So unless you're trying to break their shield, don't use it on shield. It is good for recovering. If you're out here, try to use it because it does have super armor. Get back to the ledge. Another thing too is if you're in the air, it has a stinking ton long of recovery time. I couldn't jump there till at the very end of it, like this. So I can't jump again till there, like way down here. So don't use it in the air if you're low off the stage. Don't try to kill somebody with it unless you're at like 2 stock advantage because you're gonna die. So up next is the shield. The shield I like because it can reflect projectiles back like any projectile, and you can pull it out kind of quick, like like a shine or something. But it does have end lag. I can't actually jump until the animation actually ends. You're kind of stuck in it. That's why I don't really like it. You can't really, if somebody like Wolf or somebody with some blasters is kind of like popping you with it, you can't really like keep on throwing it out to block them. You're kind of stuck, doing it for big moves. So like maybe a Samus rocket or like a Samus charge ball or something like that's got a lot of power to it. It's good for reflecting, but small projectiles like little young Link spamming arrow, like little tiny arrows fast or whatever, it's kind of hard for you to keep using this move. So it's almost like just dodge the thing. Maybe reflect one back if he charges it, but it's only good against like bigger projectiles reflecting back. It can break, like it does shrink, but I can still use it immediately. But if somebody like hits it when it's smaller and breaks it, then I have to wait like 10 to 12 seconds for it to respawn. So I can't use a shield once it breaks for a few seconds. That being said, though, it's a good move for reflecting stuff back, but spamming projectiles can overwhelm you. So that's kind of why I don't like it. Finally, his up special recovery is pretty decent. Move's got a lot of range. Like it can fly a long ways. It can't go down with it. Like it only goes up, left, and right, kind of. You can't go completely horizontal. You can go like that, which is a little bit vertical, but it's mainly horizontal. Still not completely. Only problem is that it can't get spiked. If you come up here, it's like going to spike you or stage spike you. So if somebody's like, if you know somebody can't get you, use it, quickly. But it's better, like I said, to use side special to recover the stage because it has that super armor hitbox, so it protects you. The thing is too, if you're like right at the ledge, like let's say you're right below the ledge, like right here, kind of this range, it will miss the ledge like that. So you kind of have to space it out. It won't grab it if you are too close to the ledge. So keep that in mind as well. So Pit, the difference between Pit and Dark Pit is Pit's arrows do less damage, like fully charged. Dark Pit's at 16.8, this does 10.3. One shot does 3.8. So it's really almost half. Pit does a little bit more than half the damage Dark Pit does, maybe like 60% of his damage for arrows. The thing is, Pit can control his, like pretty crazy, as you can see there. It curves, like multiple ways. So it's pretty nice. You like, if you like sniping people, even at like higher charge rates, you can curve it pretty well. So if you're like sniping people off the edge, if they're over here kind of floating around, you can, charge it up and like curve it and kind of, try to, pop them with it. The thing is though, it won't, Pit's arrows will never kill pretty much in terms of like knockback. If you're going to hit people with this, try to snipe them, it's going to be trying to gimp them with a bad recovery. So they have a good recovery, you're probably not going to kill them, but if they have like a bad recovery, they may like Mars, which is not bad, but it's kind of limited in its ways. If they're far off the edge, you might can like pop them off enough to where they can't get back. So that's one benefit of Pit or Dark Pit with that sense. The thing about Dark Pit though, like better is like I said, you can kill with it and stuff. So I kind of prefer Dark Pit just for sniping because you can kind of jump off and hit them, or just try to hit them with that arrow, get their dodge and stuff. Whereas Pit, it won't even kill him, it just knocks him back a little bit. Thing about Pit too, his side special is different. it knocks him up. It does a little bit less damage, except Pit's moves kind of do a little less damage, I've noticed. But his up or side special knocks him up vertically, and the reason why this just isn't as good is because a lot of stages have high ceilings. It's a lot easier to kill somebody at the edge to the right of the stage like this and knock him like to the right than it is to knock them up. So Pit's moves like Marth, it won't even kill him like 110% really, whereas Dark Pits will kill Marth like 80 on the edge. So that's one reason why I like Dark Pit, is because his side special doesn't kill as easily, and also his arrows don't really kill. They're only good for like kind of gimping people who have bad recoveries. So that being said, that's kind of differences between Pit and Dark Pit. Okay, so finally with Pit, we have his neutral game and kind of edge guarding and recovering, stuff like that. So all this is going to be kind of similar to what I mentioned, the abilities and basic attacks, but I'm going to go more in depth with different neutral tips as well. So Pit, low percents, like I said, you want to go for down tilts into forward airs, down tilts into neutral air, down tilts into neutral air, into like, maybe neutral air if you can get it at lower percents. Like I said, you can't use neutral air into neutral air past like 30%ish, because he pops out of the combo, he goes too far vertically or horizontally. But, with down throw especially, if you get grabbed at low percents, always go for down throw into neutral air. Because neutral air can combo into it at low percents into itself again, or it can combo into another forward air. So you can go do this, and you can go into forward air, which forward air is easier if you're nervous or you're just not very good at Pit yet. Down throw or down tilt into forward air is a better option because it has the more range, especially at higher percents. But if you're pretty good at Pit and you've practiced a lot, always go for the double neutral air at lower percents, or the neutral air and forward air. That being said, that's what we want to do low percents with combo game wise. In neutral, what I like to do with Pit is like kind of like harass with arrows a little bit. He has his arrows, they do 6.6%. If you charge him a little bit, do the move around, the swap around, it does do a lot of damage as well. Thing with Pit though is his arrows are kind of slow coming out. He has a little animation he has to do to get him out. People can kind of like shield them or just duck and dodge him or jump. So you can't do that forever, but it is good to rack up some damage over time if somebody's trying to recover or just kind of in the neutral of the game. Now the thing about Pit is when his moves, they have range. So his forward air has some range, a good range. His back air has good poke kind of range, like here, can hit people. But thing is, like, his main thing is that he has good aerials and he's fast. So neutral, his moves come out fast as well, and he has low landing lag. So neutral, you pop people with arrows, get them to kind of approach you. If they have better projectiles than you, and you kind of have to reflect them back and maybe approach them. But if they're like, character doesn't have many projectiles or not a good one at all, kind of make them approach you with the arrows, and they do kind of space them out with the forward airs and stuff, or chain them up into neutral air, down tilt them, space them out. Now, like I said, there's kind of two different ways to play Pit. You can kind of do the arrow spamming, space them out, make them approach you, or if you have to approach them, you can, kind of shoot some arrows and then kind of approach slowly, and then get in their face and just kind of rush them down and just keep harassing them with moves and aerials. Like a lot of Pits like to constantly be attacking their opponent as a play style, and it's pretty good and effective if the opponent kind of, loses his edge, loses his focus, and kind of just panicking what to do. But I kind of like to more sit back and poke with arrows and kind of make them approach me and kind of eventually get in their face at certain times. But I kind of like to wait it out and play more safe with Pit because he does have a little bit of range. That being said, with Pit does struggle against characters that have swords. I kind of found, characters that have projectiles like Samus, or his shield's pretty good. Certain projectile characters that are more spammy, maybe like Link's arrows and stuff, you can't really use the shield as much against them, but definitely against some projectile spammers that are like have big charge shots like Samus, it kind of shuts them down, or Mewtwo or Lucario. It kind of makes them not use their ability because you can pop this out so quickly. But his main problem, I think, is sword characters. And unfortunately, which is one reason why it's probably bad, is sword characters are kind of dominating the meta. Like you have even Ike top tier or high tier. You have like Lucina top tier. Even Marth's pretty decent. You have other sword characters like Chrom and Roy that are pretty good in the high tier. So and the reason why they're good against them is they're not just fast, but they also have long range. So like Marth's sword, especially Ike's sword, Lucina, they're all going to outrange Pit. They might get that extra little hit on you. This forward air has a lot of range. But besides that, Lucina has such good, frame data, movement, and long sword ability. She really is good at kind of outranging Pit. Like this neutral doesn't have a lot of range. Down air has like decent range, I guess. Back air has decent poke range, but even then, Lucina's sword is almost as long as his back air. So it's Lucina's smash attack special and stuff outrange his, and that can be a problem. Pit players, especially playing Ike. Pit, you have to play really careful and wait for Ike to make a mistake with his spacing you out to be able to get in and get an attack. So that being said, that's kind of some of Pitt's bad matchups with sword characters a little bit. Some people may disagree. I'm by no means like a Pitt pro or anything. That's kind of my experience. Is I have problems with some people who spam projectiles a lot and who play really patient against Pitt. Don't kind of rush in on him. That could be a little problem. And those who have outranged Pitt really, like with basic attacks and stuff, really hurt Pitt as well. One thing Pitt can do is when character draws the stage, he's edge guarding him, is that he can pop him off the edge and back air him like that. Now he was only at like 60% or something like that, 75%, and he actually died. He couldn't recover from it, I guess. But I mean, a good player could, not an AI. But even like 80, 90%, he's gonna die from the back air. Like back air does a lot of knockback and damage if you get that tipper hitbox with it. Not the bad part like that being a tipper. So it really can kill easily off the edge. If you literally just fly down, you're edge guarding them, then you recover last, pop them off and do a back air. It's really good for edge guarding. Another thing too, if somebody gets knocked off the edge low, like they fall down here kind of like that, you can follow up by just dropping down fast and forward airing. That'll hit them again if they have a bad recovery. They may not be able to make it back, or they'll jump to try to get back down low here, like they'll jump, and you can follow up with another forward air or up air or something, and then just fly back up with your up special. So always go off the edge of Pitt, try to get that air dodge first up here, and then go off the edge, kind of edge guard them crazy, and then if you make it back and they both make it back somehow, snap that ledge, pop them off, and then just press down, if you're on the ledge, press down, you'll fall down, and then kind of roll the stick towards the back of the stage, like off the stage. So here I'd roll to the right and just pop them with the back air quickly, and then roll to the right, and then I guess press the jump button. If you're using the GameCube, which I am, press Y and A at the same time. If you press Y at the same time, you'll short hop or jump with attack. And as long as you're angling it, like I said, down and roll it, you'll pop back air off like that. So it's pretty good for edge guarding. Like I said, when Pitt can recover, one problem with Pitt is, his up special can get edge guarded. Like I said, the tips, make sure you're always side specialing to the edge. If you're at this angle, because that way they can't at least drop down and hit you with an attack. You can actually, super armor through their attacks. It does have super armor, like I said. So try to use this when you're near the ledge. Just use this quickly, so they can't actually, hit you from the front and skimp you like that or hit you again. Because like I said, that B can be spiked super easily. You're like coming from you in a down angle. And you can always try to go to the other edge of the stage like this, up special, and you'll make it back. Because Pitt can do that with his amazing recovery. But just trying to get edge guarded as Pitt. You don't want to get edge guarded as Pitt. It's pretty bad. So keep that in mind when you're playing Pitt. So finally with Pitt, space people out, spam arrows. If you want to play rushdown Pitt, that's fine to do so. I personally like the play style, but you just have some good spacing tools like this forward air. It can work out pretty well. So it's up to you. I personally like to set spamming the arrows, and if they have a reflector, then I have to approach, like space the arrows out, and then kind of make them approach me, and then space them out and attack them with the moves and stuff. That's how I play a lot of characters actually. But like I said, if you have somebody at high percents, go for the up throw and then try to juggle them. If you have somebody at lower percents, like 0 to 30% range, try to go for the down throw into neutral air twice. But if they're at 30% or higher, or 25% or higher, I'd go with maybe neutral air to forward air. And then like even at higher percents, like 70, you might have to go for the full jump to forward air. Instead of 20%, which is actually kind of crazy. And it did, like I said, combo fully, so it's pretty good. So that being said, guys, that's everything for Pitt. Like I said, he's mid tier for a couple reasons, just because has his issues with the range and different top tier characters, but he is fun to play. I really enjoy him. He has some cool tricks and stuff. I like edge guarding and sniping with arrows. It's a lot of fun. Pick him up if you haven't. If you want to see more guides, like I said, I'm doing more guides in the future. Put in the comments below who you want to see. If I left any tips out or anything you guys have as Pitt players, put them in the comments as well. I'll try to like them or top comment them or pin them so y'all can, other people can see and learn stuff. I'm by no means, like I said, the best Pitt player out there, but if you have any tips and stuff, like leave them in the comments for those to see. If I left anything out about frame data or anything like that as well. Like I said, if you like the outro, check the description for the creator of the song, and hope you guys enjoy the guide, and sub and like if you want to see more guides or see more footage in the future from my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Demo 26.